egg into the circle. Come out of there, Eggy. As you can see, it stays in that circle. Let me get another one. As you can see, I lied. That shit did not work. I think I get garlic, right?
What was your I'm dating a fucking idiot moment? 1. When he ran out of gas while in line at the Starbucks drive-thru, right across the street from the gas station. I told him to get gas first because his car was low, but he really needed that iced caramel macchiato. I asked why he didn't listen to me, and he replied with, I thought I could make it. He ended up
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the importance of spiders and how they help with the world, but I, personally, don't like them. In the sense that they give me a little spook. I wouldn't call it a phobia, really, but I do have a great fear for bugs. And why am I mentioning this? Just because this whole video is going to be talking about spiders and just how I, as a normal human being, don't like them. Where I live, spiders are pretty common sights in the house. Mostly the small jumping spiders, or the little non-spider, but also the spider, daddy longlegs. But there's always going to be that one very big, very chunky spider that just randomly appears in your house. I don't know how it got there, and I'm definitely not going to deal with it. But luckily for me, I have a sister who does deal with that. While me and my mom are huddled in the corner of the house, watching the deadly spider that is in our house, usually over our beds, it's my sister or dad really dealing with the spider. I remember a time when I was a little younger, practically just moved to the house I am right now, and I was sleeping peacefully. No dreams, just sleep. When all of a sudden, my sister shook the bed, pulled me out of the bed. I'm like, what? What happened? And then my sister goes, there was a spider on my face. Like, how do you respond to that? I cannot. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, that spider was huge. It was the size of my hand then. Well, I mean, not really, but it was really big. It was practically the size of my hand. And it was just standing against the wall. Right where my sister should be, but wasn't. And just imagine how scary that was. Like, it wasn't really that scary to me. It was. But, like, my sister should have been more scared about that. Because she has big hair. So if that massive, big spider went into her hair, she might have just died on the spot. I don't know. That spider looked pretty big. Very chunky. It was like a weird... I'm not even sure. I was going to say tarantula, but I don't know spider species. And my memory is a little foggy of what the spider looked like. But as I went downstairs and into the deepest part of the house I could, my sister and dad had a little father-daughter moment and got rid of the spider. And that is a morning I think about to this day. Just because of how calm my sister sounded, but also very shocked. I'm sure she was traumatized just as much as me. But if she was, I don't know. Anywhere you look up, you'll find that spiders love cozy, warm places, which is probably why they're usually hanging around my sister. And I'm not really entirely sure how, or why, but my mom has a similar curse, usually being the first of my parents to see some big bug, and sadly has to be around them. Not sure if it's my dad not noticing, or he just silently gets rid of bugs, and then with my mom, she has to tell people about it. But I feel like there's a lot more bugs around her. Even though she's kind of like me and has short, straight hair, a little thinner than mine. And I have long hair, so not really. But it's the fact that it's her as well. I'm probably next. But maybe it's because I'm always hanging around my sister. No spider gives a crap about my hair. Which, I mean, it's not bad. Now, I could be my normal, usual self and talk about little facts about these spiders. But honestly, there's not a lot to them. Spiders are mostly harmless, only a handful out of the 1,000 species being poisonous, or venomous, my bad. And even though I say that there are big spiders here, they're not as big as some bugs like this spider, the bird eater spider, which doesn't actually eat birds. They eat like tiny birds, like a hummingbird. But they're not gonna eat some big bird like an eagle or a chicken. The bird eater spider doesn't usually eat spiders in their diet. It's mostly small rodents or like snakes, small snakes, and other creatures like that. But the reason why people say that spiders could eat birds is just to really get you to fear spiders or any particular bug or species of an animal, which is why it may feel like there are more big spiders just appearing. And though climate change has made some spiders a little bigger, they're still basically the same as they were a long time ago. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you like this sort of new style of just talking, ranting a bit, then subscribe or like. I would try other things like gameplay or talk about games, but I'm a little too lazy for that, and I don't really know what games to play if I'm going to do that. So any recommendations for things would be very good. I'm trying to get a new animation sort of style, but I'm not sure how well that will turn out. I'll still be making some fact videos. This one was just me being a little lazy and my sister just getting rid of a spider that was really big recently, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful whatever, and I will see you all some other Friday.